Good morning, happy Wednesday. Hello everyone. I was a little caught off guard here. I was like doing other things this morning. I got up a little bit early and I was getting ready for inspiring art project we're doing today, which can't wait. Sometimes when I'm working on just fun things or anything in my studio, honestly, I get distracted by it. Like I get lost in the moment and forget what I'm doing. And usually I'm kind of sitting here ready for this, and I wasn't this morning. I looked at my computer. I was like, oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock already. Good morning, Ellen. Funky Artist Date. I love that name. Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Okay, I'm excited to paint. I think I'm ready. I cleaned my palette off. That's always a really nice way to start the day. I love starting with a clean palette. I don't always start with a clean palette, but one of my big wishes is to have a larger palette. Like when I'm working on a big commission behind me here, and it's like so much fun. I need a larger palette because I can only mix up so many colors, and then it all starts to encroach on each other, and then I got to clean the whole thing off and start over. So I've got to figure out what I want to get for that. But anyway, good morning, Carol Ann. Good morning to cruise ship in Grand Cayman. How lucky are you? She said, hi, finally get to watch you live. Love your work. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. Wonderful, wonderful. Good morning to Holland. Good morning, Ellen. So I've been working on a commission, and I posted a few of them, some 12 by 6s, because I'm going to do a 60 by 30. And when I do commissions for people, I always, if it's necessary, I guess I don't always do it, but if it's necessary, I do some smaller studies just to make sure that I'm headed in the right direction before I dive into something that big and that much of a commitment. And a lot of times it's not because I'm worried that they won't like it, because even if they didn't like it and it's a floor or something, someone will, and I could just do it again. Good morning, Sherry. But it just gives me confidence. Sometimes I feel like, no, not always. I always think that it's all about confidence. Like if you dive into something and you feel confident, you're much more likely to be successful. So everything that I can do to ensure my confidence, any level, is something I've been working on my entire life. So anyway, let me show you. So I was doing these peonies, and love, love, love peonies. Like I think I could paint them every day for the rest of my life and be happy. So I'm going to paint, oh darn, let me see this thing here. I don't like that. We'll try and get rid of it when we pull this back up. So this is from peonies that I got at a peony farm last spring. I don't know that I've painted this exact one, but I bought these buds and they're just so pretty, and I love the color of it. Yeah, I just signed up for a peony class in the spring, where you go and you get to pick your own peonies, and then they help you with like making a bouquet. But you know me, I just want to go take pictures, but I would love to learn how to make a beautiful bouquet too. Yes, I pretty much always paint from pictures. Every now and then I paint from life, but that's like a whole nother project to set up a still life, light it, have all that ready, and then paint. Like that like I said, setting yourself up for success. Painting from photos, I can pull this out and paint anywhere, anytime, and usually have success. But if I did paint from life, which I would like to do more of, it would just be more sporadic because it's just such a big commitment to do that. Okay, so let me pull this down here and we'll mix some colors. It's always fun. Look at this clean palette. I have my white out here. So I'm having a new challenge, which is just like kind of haunting me right now. I just can't figure out the right answer, but I'm doing a workshop in Kennett Square. Are your photos available to use as reference? In my classes, I use my photos. I let my students use my images in my classes, but like not in general. They're not available. So what am I thinking? I just lost my train of thought. Sorry. So I have forever, I love this product called Zest It. It's a clear painting medium, and it says it has linseed oil and orange terpene, which I guess is turpentine. I don't know. Anyway, I can't get it. I cannot get it. It's only in Europe. You can't get it shipped here. Nobody will ship it. It must be like much more toxic than I think, or than it smells. So now I need to figure out what's replacing it. Sometimes when I paint, I use liquid. I don't love the smell of liquid. It does make the paintings dry quickly, which is a blessing sometimes, and other times it's a curse. So today, and I do have a lot of products here that I've just collected over the years and played with. Today I'm going to play with this walnut alkyd medium. See how that works. Because some of the things, like a solvent gel like this, is thick. And I want my base layer to be almost runny. I want it like that transparent kind of very fluid base layer. And then I don't use any medium on top of that. And I just need to figure out what my next medium is, actually. It's like such a crazy thing to shift your, to have that happen. It's like, what am I going to do? And I have to figure it out before I teach in Kennett Square. Oh, I have one, did I say that? I have one spot left in my workshop. If anybody's thinking of joining us, sign up now. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to paint flowers. It's in a beautiful place. We have amazing food. We all go out to dinner together on Sunday night. It's Sunday and Monday instead of Saturday and Sunday. I find that works better because then you don't have to give up your whole weekend. And if you do work, you only have to take one day off. Anita says, I use the walnut oil, only takes a small amount. Okay, I'm going to try that. Gamblin and linseed oil mixed. Yes, I might have to try that too, Ellen. Jackson's art. I will look at Jackson's art. I Googled it, so I would imagine if Jackson's had it, I would have found it, but I will try that. I'm going to get out. I have this cadmium green. Gamblin has a liquid medium that I mix with Gamsol. Michael Harding has a new miracle medium. Well, I love that sound of that, Michael. All right, now we'd have to write those down too. Okay, I knew you guys would give me some ideas. No, let me write that down, sorry. Gamsol, okay, that's, yes. Oh, Sarah, I know, I'm so excited that you're coming. I wanted to write to you. So excited. Oh, here we go. So Michael said Gamblin liquid medium that I mix with Gamsol. I'm writing it down. Gamsol. I think I do have Gamsol here. Or Michael Harding miracle medium. I love that name. Because I thought about that. I love this Zest It, but it's like, why can't you get it? Like, you would think that if it's popular, that they would find a way to produce it here, or who knows? Who knows? Getting things like that done these days isn't easy, I know that. So thank you for any suggestions. Sarah, I'm so excited that you're coming. It's going to be so much fun. And I have I got this out too. I was reading about these Chelsea, I use this Chelsea product. I don't mean to be talking about products here. I need to get painting, but lavender brush cleaner that I love. So they have all these mediums too. So I was also going to play with that, but not at the same time because I will get confused and not know which one I actually liked. So I have to do it very methodically. But then it's hard too because, certain things work better small than when you're working on a larger painting. It might not dry. It might dry too quickly. I find that sometimes I want things to dry quickly, like if I have a show coming up or whatever. But in general, I don't like that. I want my paintings to stay fluid for quite some time, especially a large painting. So I was working on the one that's behind me here and got it to a really nice place, but and now I need to wait. I can only feel like I can only dive into it when it's either completely dry or mostly wet. But when it's that in-between kind of tacky, I have a lot of trouble working with it, I guess is really what I'm saying. A lot of trouble. So now I'll let it until probably the weekend, then it'll be ready again. I always say Art teaches me patience. Hi, Laura. Good morning, Shelley. Rosemary and Co-sells. Oh, yeah, they do sell it, but they don't ship it. It actually says on their website that they ship a smaller size, not the largest, but I ordered it and they don't ship any of it. Yeah, I do like the Chelsea products, and especially I love that product that I use to clean my palette. All right, so that is nice. So I see a little bit of a light color in one of the stems that's much cooler than this green, and it's a fun little pop. So let me see if I can mix something up like that. Yep, that's about right. I just put a little bit of manganese blue hue in there. And what do I want to do? I want to make some grayish green. There's a lot of grayish colors in this, and that's partly what makes it so pretty. In the painting that I did yesterday, maybe I'll mix a little bit of this up. In the painting that I did yesterday, I mixed these 3 colors and put it over manganese blue hue, and I love the background color. So I might play with that with this too. So I tried to make a little card so that I would remember. So that's the colors that it turned out. And then I wrote down what colors I used. I would like to do more of that and hold on to them, because I forget everything. I need to find a way. So this is Davies Gray. This is an old tube that I found in my bin. Old Holland Davies Gray. Well loved, but something I hadn't used. Because I was working on such a colorful painting behind me, I was getting out colors I don't use all the time. They only allow you to select their solvent. When I found, yes, right, that's what they'll let you use the thing that's not. Yeah, it must be whatever terpene, orange terpene is, must be the bad stuff. And I would love to find something that has nothing bad in it, right? That would be the best. Because I just need that base layer, and I need the base layer to keep my painting, moist for quite some time. So I'm mixing up kind of a gray that I could use in my background. Oh, isn't that pretty? All right, let's make the commitment and do more of it. Oh, Sarah, I used, I'm making a gray, and I used these in a painting I did yesterday. And I love them together. It's Davies Gray, Old Holland Violet Gray, and Vasari's Shiprock together. Just makes a really neat gray. And I was saying I need to, I'm just putting it all in there, because I need to gray down my greens over here. It's kind of a nice violetish, bluish, tannish gray, whatever that is. Is that nicely mixed? I'm going to clean this off before I go and take a little bit out of here. Yeah, that's what I want. I want some grayish greens. There, isn't that nice? I'll do that with this one too. Yep, I think that's good. All right, now let's mix some kind of peachy. I need to clean this off a little bit better because I want to keep my colors clean. I'm yammering so much here, I might not finish my painting in time. I had a lady watched it on YouTube, and wrote me a whole long comment about why was I mixing colors? What a waste of time. Get on with it. I just want to see paint. It was like so strange. I was like, well, that's part of the process, and people like to see the colors being mixed, but I shouldn't have even answered her. I'm not sure it was like a legit thing. It was odd. You ever get comments like that from people and you're like, what? What is this? I need to go like peachy, like, do this. Ellen says, I'm watching this morning with my grandsons. Oh, are they still with you? That's so much fun. Saw you were doing art projects with them. They're so cute. What a beautiful family. Yeah, I loved your post about that. I can't wait to do things like that with grandkids. Now I need it to go. That's really nice, but I need to go a little more. I'm trying to think if I needed to go more. If it needs to go more yellow. It's too something. It's too something. Yeah, I love the color mixing part too. An amazing part of the process. I know it's hard, like when you do social media stuff. Oh, this is a piece of marble, like from the countertop store. I just went in and asked if I could buy one of their samples that was discontinued. I know it's hard not to listen sometimes to the, people send comments sometimes that are strange, and it's hard not to, and I know not to listen to them, but do you think I don't? I still do. Not entirely. I do know that it's not important. Okay, now do I want to go? I'm going to get a warm white. I have all these gazillion tubes of paint that only have a little bit in them. So one of my things I really need to do is use these up and stop getting out. Like if I'm busy doing something like this, I'll just go in my drawer and get out a whole fresh tube of it. But the problem is then I have piles of them in front of me because I hate to throw them away with paint in them. Plus that's not good for the environment anyway. It wasn't that pretty. What is the peachy color? Oh, that is, I love this color. It's Williamsburg Montserrat Orange. It's gorgeous. That's my go-to when I paint something that has color like that in it. And I need this to go almost white. I've got to get moving. I'm behind today. So if you're in my Inspiring Art group, I'll be live today at 11 in our Zoom space. Work this off. I think I have my greens, my peaches. I need a little bit of true pink. I'm going to neutralize those colors. I'll put it right here. Pink, a little more, a little lighter. Did I miss anything? Anita loves watching the whole process. I love doing the whole process. You need to start selling exclusive Kim Smith paint mixing slabs. That's a great idea, Michael. I do. Then I could make what I really want, right? And that's always the trick. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of this and add this mix, this that I'm going to use in my background. I'm going to pull a little bit of that down. So I'm making my pinks more neutral with that background color, because there are shadow areas that need to look more like that. Some of this, take that. It's a good way to turn your shadows is to mix like your background color into the main color. All right, let's just do that. I could mix forever because these colors are so fun. There's some pure white though. I need to just put a little white out here on my palette so I have it. There we go. Okay. Your mixing has taught me so much. Enjoy it as much as the painting. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. All right, so there we go. We do see this thing a little bit, but I don't think I can avoid that. Thanks, Susie. Okay. Oh, let's get that out of the way. Oh, I have to get wrap brushes. I did when I was on my journey of trying to find a medium, and I was on like the website for Rosemary and Company. I did buy myself a couple new brushes while I was there. You know, sometimes things lead to something for a reason, right? So I finally bought myself a few new brushes because they're all getting very splayed. I'm sure I could probably bring them kind of back to life, but time is better spent doing things that are more fun than that, I think. I know the photo's so pretty. I don't know that if I actually ever painted this one. But boy, when I was at that place and saw these, I was like, I've got to buy those flowers. Michael had a coupon on his story. Was it on your story for flowers from somewhere? I can't remember what it was. For 10% off, and I've got some in my cart. I just have to do it because I need to treat myself to flowers because I use them for this anyway. Like, my son's getting married in next January, and I'm working on the wedding invitations and save the dates. So I need flowers for that too, for reference. I think I have them about figured out. Love doing stuff like that. That was my part of being a graphic designer that I did enjoy, is the design part of it all. That's down here. I'm having a little trouble seeing where things are here. I think it's because I feel like I need to rush now. If it goes over, then I think it cuts you off. I don't know, actually. I've never gone over. I watch my time when I'm doing this so that I don't know if I like that color. So let's just do that. Stop with that. So where's everybody listening from this morning? Lucky bride to have a talented mother. Oh, she's a wonderful daughter-in-law. Like, I've free, whatever I want to do is fine. Which, can't beat that, right? Carte blanche, is that what that's called? I get carte blanche. I already showed him what I was thinking, and I already got approval. I just need that list, you know? That list is hard to gather. List of who's invited. Nashville, Tennessee. New York. Good morning. How's New York? Is it freezing? I think yesterday wasn't quite as bad as it's been. Now with this. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Katy, Texas. Did I see all of the darker red? I don't see all the darker red you were putting in. Oh, I know. So we're going to see how it all works out. You do not see it, but I'm going to go over it. Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Sometimes I just do crazy things and see, like, I'm going to put lighter colors over it, but some of this pink will show through in the end. Yeah, a little reckless crazy. And I will wipe a little bit of it off too, I think. I'm always pushing it a little bit. That's in Toronto, Canada, Alberta, Canada, Washington State, Frisco, Texas, warm and sunny. Good morning from Texas Hill Country. Allie is in Queens, Johannesburg, Kansas, Slovakia. Wow. Wonderful. I think I'm just going to put my blue where those white flowers are too. My manganese blue hue. That needs to go down there a little more. The Netherlands. Clear and 40 in Mississippi. Your friend in Mechanicsville, Virginia. I don't know if I've ever been to Mechanicsville, Virginia. I might have. Okay, I'm going to close up my medium. I don't need any more of that. We will see how this goes to work into it. Just going to clean a little bit of it off here. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to get my pigment sticks out. This looks a little bit like a watercolor, doesn't it? Green up there. I need a sip of my coffee. And I need a paper towel. There's a little pink on there. I don't know if I'll remember to do that. So pretty. I love it just like this. I always love the spontaneity and freshness of this stage of the process. And then the trick is to hold on to it as you go forward and not lose all the spontaneity. That's even more difficult with a larger painting. I think because it doesn't start out as spontaneous, for me anyway. I mean, that's an ongoing challenge, something I'm trying to learn. I always say the fun thing with art is you never stop learning. And did I miscolor? Just a little bit of gold. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to dive in. Oil. This is, oh, those were pigment sticks. They're oils in stick form, not acrylic. Because you can't put acrylic over oil. You can put oil over acrylic, but no acrylic over oil. What is the benefit of pigment sticks at this stage? I find I do it really because it loosens me up. My goal is always to have my paintings look more loose and spontaneous and intuitive, and I find starting with this kind of mess, it kind of is inspirational, and it helps me meet my goals, I guess. So it just loosens me up. And I love the pop of color. Actually, the pop of that color is so pretty. This dark. So now I start by putting in my darker colors. Oh, my brush is terrible. Like, I need to throw that brush away. Yes, it's a lot of fun. I love those pigment sticks. And now's when I'll be able to tell if my underpainting makes it that using that walnut oil is too wet, too dry. It's like Goldilocks, trying to figure out what's just right to replace something that I've used forever. Goldilocks, yes, that's me. Just like Goldilocks, figuring out what's just right. Whoops. I knocked my brushes with my elbow. Not a good idea. Oh, the vase is very out of focus. And the trick to getting that to look right is really just keeping my edges very soft. Yes. I need a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having today? Coffee or tea? Coffee. I'm having my coffee too. I'm always sad when that part of the day is over. Do you use the same brush for the whole painting? If so, what do you clean it with? I try to use the same brush for the whole painting. I always say because I'm a little lazy, I don't like to wash brushes, so I try not to make too many dirty. And when I'm finished, I will pop these into a jar with Murphy's oil soap and let them soak for a while until I have time to clean like a bunch of them at the same time. And then I clean. Actually, I bought a bar of soap, like olive oil soap, when I was in France, and that's what I've been using, one of those big square bars. You can get them on the internet. But I just kind of love that I bought it in France. Makes it a little extra fun when I'm cleaning my brushes. I think about being there. Fond memories. So. Gosh, I'm kind of dancing around getting nothing done here, aren't I? 8:35, we're still okay. Yet it feels weird to me, like the walnut oil is slipperier than I'm used to. Sarah says, I love your painting. So many lovely colors. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, you're going to love the workshop at Square Pear. Have you ever been to Kennett Square? It's such a cute little town. Really cute. Great food, great restaurants. It's about an hour from where I live. So the nice thing is, like, when she has a show there, I take my paintings down. And then, like, you know, I go out to lunch, shop. I did some Christmas shopping in that town. It's very charming. Yeah, she's having a show there right now called Inside and Out. And it's like anything that could be inside or outside. So I thought flowers counted. So I have a few pieces in it. Allie, I like it, the benefits of the mushroom, but the flavor of coffee. Yes, I need to try that. Did I try that? I don't know. I'm drinking my Fat Cow coffee that I love. It's from my friend's coffee company. I'm not sure if this gray that I have here is quite dark enough. I'm going to darken this just a little bit. Love the horizontal canvas and the peonies you painted. Yes, that was fun. I've painted on those before, like I did, one time I did, I think I did macaroons from France, and it turned out really cute, but what am I saying about them? I don't know right now. They turned out really cute, but I painted them the other way. I didn't do them vertical, I did them vertical, not horizontal, but I really like the horizontal. So I have, I painted 5 of them, all different peonies, and they're so pretty. But I didn't list them on my website yet because since I'm going to be doing a commission of them, I like to have them here to look at. And plus I have to photograph like the backs. When I list things like on my website, I have to photograph them from the back, from the side, and do all that kind of, and then I usually do like a master one, and then I go in and just change the cover of it in Photoshop. But I haven't gotten to that either. I also have been making these necklaces that I'm doing with my Inspiring Art group today that I absolutely love, but I need to photograph them and list them for sale too. I have one on here. They're so fun. Oh, wait, let me show you real quick. Aren't they fun? So I paint, like do my fun random, get a bunch of them and show you my paintings. So I'm going to list these for sale on my website as soon as I get a chance. I got to do it soon because Valentine's is almost here. So look at them all. They're just so much fun. I get so distracted doing all the fun things. Like I love being able to get up in the morning and be creative like all day long. Aren't they cool? I just love them. So that's kind of maybe on my list of what I'm going to do today is get them ready to list on my website. But it's like I like to make the things, but I don't really like to promote the things, sell the things. I just want to make them. That's not how it works, though. You got to do all of it, right? Got to do all of it. The promoting, the listing, the photographing. I know I'm excited. So in Inspiring Art, that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to show you. Like to do hearts like that, it's not hard to difficult to make them. It's fun and easy, but it's the sourcing of things that takes so much time, like to figure out where to buy all the stuff to make them and then have it work out right. Like when you buy beads for on them, you don't know how big the beads are. And maybe if you're a beader, maybe there's a way to know how big the holes are in the beads, but I don't know. So I bought a lot of beads that totally were not right. I bought a lot of hearts till I found the ones I liked the most. And I'm not complaining. I enjoy doing all of it. It just takes a lot of time till it all comes together, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm rambling today, aren't I? And painting slowly, 8:41. It's soon time to make a commitment here and put in some my dark greens. I feel like I don't there. I think that's better for my darker greens. Where do you source your supply? Oh, Helen, all over the place. Anywhere I can find them. I wonder if I need my background color to be darker to have it pop enough. Like that's maybe a little too light. Well, I can think about that later. Let me get in more of what I'm doing so I can decide if it's too light instead of deciding now, right? I don't need to decide that just yet. And that's an easy fix if I don't like it. Because colors are so pretty. Are you using oil or acrylic paint in this one? It's oil paint. I was just, right before I started this, I was ordering more acrylic paint. I do love acrylics also. I need to get this kind of dark in here. I think this is distracting me a little bit in here. I do love all these colors. And that's very light in here. So I always do my darker colors first. So then I'm going to have to go in and look where my lightest colors go at the end. It's always hard to be patient to do that. Oh, what are they made of? You look, Barry, which is awesome. What are they made of? Oh, they're, I didn't know what you were talking about. I was already on to the next thing. They're wood beads that I make, like a abstract fun art on either a tea paper or a different kind. I was playing around with different kinds of papers to paint on also to get that feel. And then I don't know what I was talking about. And then decoupage them onto a wooden bead. Yeah, this definitely feels different than Zest It being underneath there. It feels a little, it feels something. It doesn't feel as fluid. It feels a little, but of course it is different. That's why it feels different. All right, I'm gonna keep going here. 8:46, holy cow. All right, let me see here. Let's get moving. Yes, I think I'm like avoiding the obvious here. I got to get going. And I do like to, let some of those pops of crazy color show through. It's just sometimes challenging to do that. All right, I think I could go in with my letter colors now. I think I have my base done. All that talking I did in the beginning slowed me down here. That's the way it goes. Okay, now I'm thinking about where my lights need to go. And I do have to get this. I need to sip of my coffee. 10 minutes to the finish, huh? Are the dark colors dry enough to paint over them with the lighter colors? No, that's the whole trick of how I really like to paint. They are not dry. So when I'm putting my colors down, it's picking up colors that are underneath there, depending on how hard I push my brush. The colors blend. So yeah, I don't want them to be dry. Want them wet, and that's my challenge with my medium is finding something that is nice to work into. Might need to be a little quiet here. I wish I could have you talk for me. Oops, I lost my paper towel. Just let it go. I love when the colors blend together. The ones underneath blend in if I put my brush down very softly. They blend so nicely. I think that's good. I got to go into the main flower here. That needs to go lighter in here. That's pretty good. And I'm trying to like put down my brush strokes and not fuss with them. Like I'm just going to put that brush stroke down and pick my brush up and stop instead of like fussing into it too much. That seems dark enough. That could go just a little darker back here. I am also watching my values a little just to make sure that very interesting. Maybe I'll try. Oh, it's so much fun. Clove oil. Yes, clove oil does retard the drying time. Like you put that in your palette to keep your paints from drying out, I think. Yeah, I find that I'd rather have my paint stay wet longer. That's what I find so frustrating with doing acrylics is how quickly they dry. And I like to work into wet paint. And I know it's an art, you get used to it. And there are blessings, like if you need a painting really quickly and it dries right away, like that's really wonderful sometimes. But sometimes it's not. Yep, usually I want my paint to stay wet longer. That is getting dimensional. Kind of layering those lighter colors on there. Oh gosh, I might not finish in time. Might just have to finish it and you'll have to come back and see later how it turned out. I'll put this up if this thing cuts me out. I will put this in my YouTube channel. I'll just keep filming it so that I have the back end of it. So you could always go watch the end of it there. If I can't finish it. Wildflower Whispers. I love that name. Did I? That center's so pretty, isn't it? And I love the little pops of bright color that from my transparent base layer that are still showing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll just let me keep painting. Maybe it won't cut me off. I don't know. Can't paint for too long because I got to get ready for my inspiring art class coming up. I love my painting Wednesdays when I have both. It's busy though. It's busy when I do this and then I load all this up into Instagram or into YouTube and get that all ready. And then I have to reset and be ready to teach inside of Inspiring Art. Oh, it won't cut you. Oh, it'll just let me keep going. All right. Well, then I'll get to finish. Here I was stressing over nothing, right? As apropos of me, stressing over nothing. I should have just asked you, Allie. Now comes the point where I have to think about, I don't want to push it too far that I get too crazy with it. All right, what do you see that I need to focus on a little more? It's usually my lightest lights. Little roughly bits are fun. And the light's hitting this on the inside more than it is. I think this could go lighter. Do you think I need a darker background up there? No, I kind of like the neutral. I like that it's got that soft kind of grayish, bluish, greenish color. I always say I love colors that you can't quite name. They're my favorite. Oh, here's something I missed. This little bit down here. I don't like this blue right here. Let's get rid of that if we can. It's too much of a line there. You see that? I do kind of try to look around to see like if there are bits that are distracting, that need a little extra something. You love the background. Yeah, I think I do too. I need to just be happy with it and not overthink it. I don't know. I think I might be finished. I feel like I'm just changing it and not improving it now. So when I always say that, I need to stop. Yeah, I think I'm finished. Just looking at it, squinting my eyes at it. Yes, okay. It's not getting better. So, I'm going to sign it. part of the challenge of the day is always thinking about what to name a painting too. We should be thinking about it while I'm painting it. And I could look back through in the comments. Okay, so how fun was that? Oh gosh, I love peonies. So there's the reference. There's the painting. Let me get in tight so you can see some of the fun. And there's my palette. Very simple. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. If you're in my Inspiring Art group, I'll be live at 11. The link will be in the email that should have come out this morning. If you didn't get it, please email me and let me know. And this was fun, and I will see you again next Wednesday. So thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.